Okay. All right. Let's try
I think
this.
the camera's also closer than it usually is. Usually it's a little bit further back.
Oh, it is. So,
I mean, it's fine. If you're fine with it, I'm fine with it. That looks to be more what it usually is. Here's your head.
help me out a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Howdy.
Hi. Welcome to Shelf Control. I'm Norm.
I'm Lisa.
And we are going to try doing this video again with sound, maybe.
Maybe. Fingers crossed.
We did this video once, and we didn't have any sound, and I tried my best to fix it. Tried doing some AI to get to try and salvage what we did.
Do some voiceovers.
Don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know anything about anything. I only let him in the videos so he'll stop whining about it.
She's right. I only like baby games and don't know how to make YouTube videos. I'm a big poo-poo head.
But yeah, it was uncanny how accurate the AI actually was, and so I had to stop because it was pretty disturbing. So we're just going to film this again, and we're going to do a playthrough of Machi Koro. We should put the cover of the box in here. And that way we can have a thumbnail with this in here so people know what we're actually playing and they know what they're clicking on. So we're going to do a playthrough of Machi Koro, and then we're going to talk about it afterwards. I'm going to need that rule book because I don't know how much money we actually...
You don't know how to play the game?
I don't know how much money we actually start with.
We just played this.
$3.
$3 each?
$3 each. There's no first player does this, first player, second player.
All right, well, who's going first?
So, I don't know. Let's see what we got.
I got a 2.
I got a 5. So, I will go first.
Mm.
This is in the light from that side.
Mm.
All right, so
The game.
Machi Koro is a game where you're building out a tableau of numbers that will give you rewards when you roll a certain number, and some of them, the green cards, you get rewards on your turn. Blue cards, you get rewards on everyone's turn, and we'll explain the cards as we go. The goal of the game is to flip over our 4 construction sites. They cost different amounts, 4, 10, 16, and 22, and they also give you a power when you flip them over. First person to flip all 4 over wins the game.
Boom, boom.
So we're just doing the base game. We have the expansion, but for this playthrough, we thought we'd do the base game where you have all the cards out and available and only 4 construction sites. The expansion adds more cards that shuffle up, come out at random, and have more construction sites. But
It's not what we're doing tonight.
We'll just go. So at the start, you can only roll 1 die. You have to uncover your train station to be able to roll 2. So roll 6.
So he gets
Our
nothing.
numbers are 1 and 2 and 3, and yours are either. So you roll the die, you collect any money,
Oh, yeah. You
and
still
then
can
you
buy.
can buy. And
And the
why
costs of each are in the bottom left corner. And then it tells you on each one the different options that you can do. The number at the top is the number you would need to roll the dice and get that number, and then you would be able to do what it tells you.
So I think, I don't know, this is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and spend my 3 to get the forest, which is 1 coin from the bank on anyone's turn.
That rolls a 5.
Probably not great in a 2-player game, because there's only 2 chances for someone to roll 5.
4.
And she didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want him to win. I'm gonna spend 2 and I'm going to get the convenience store. So on a 4, I can get 3 coins from the bank on my turn only.
That's probably better in a 2-player game. I could see the 5 being better if more people were rolling.
Of course, excuse me.
None of them are any good if you don't roll the number you got.
And you're out of money, but
no.
It's not on this one?
It's an expansion.
Never mind.
The expansion gives you a card that if you have no money before you buy, you can get a coin. So we're not playing with that.
You've got no money.
So I can't buy nothing.
2. Haha. So I can get 1 coin from the bank on my turn. So now I have 2 money. So I can buy anything in this top row here. So I can either get another wheat field. I can get a ranch, which is probably what I'm going to do. So on anyone's turn, if anyone rolls a 2, I get a coin.
3. Okay, good. My bakery triggers. I get 1 coin. Do I want to buy a bakery or a ranch?
Do you?
I'm probably going to buy the bakery.
The bakery. Okay. All right.
So
all right. Okay.
I'll get 2 coins on my turn if I roll a 2 or 3.
A 4. I've got the convenience store, so I get 3 coins from the bank. So I will take my coins. I have 4 coins now. 4 Quattro coins. And I can get... Oh, I can even get things down here. So
yes.
I can get the higher numbers, but since none of us can roll 2 dice, it may not be worth getting that. But I do have 4 coins and can turn my train station over for 4 coins, which would then allow me to roll 1 or 2 die. I'm not ready to do that yet because he can't roll 2 die. So there's no point on that. So what do I want to do? I will spend 3 and get a forest.
Now I'm going to start rolling 5s. Nope, 3. But I do have 2 bakeries, so I get 2 money.
Why do you keep putting the dice over there?
To get it out of my way.
I see.
I think I'm still just going to spend 1 for a bakery.
Another bakery.
I'm just going to pile up on 2s and 3s until I
So
change my
once
mind.
you buy out the pile, there are no more cards. You don't have any more. So once he buys all the bakeries, there will be no more bakeries for me. A 2. So I get a coin on anyone's turn. And then I also get a coin on my turn only. So that was a 2 coin turn for me. I have 3 coins. And I'm wondering if I should get another convenience store.
Convenience store is a lot of money if you roll a 4.
It's a lot of money. And I did roll a 4 earlier. I'm just going to get a bakery.
Okay. 3. All right, I get $3. I'm going to throw good money after bad and take
Another
forest. So I haven't been rolling 5, so I might as well keep buying.
4. Oh, I should have gotten the I didn't get the convenience store. So I get 3 coins. I have 5 coins now. So I can get a cheese factory, but again, I can't roll 2 dice. We didn't talk about the purple coin card. So the purple card's kind of like you get to take money from the other player. So this one, the stadium, if you roll a 6, you get 2 coins from all players on your turn only. So if I were to roll a 6 on my turn and I had the stadium, he would have to give me 2 coins if he had it. So on the purple cards, you can only get 1 of them. So I can only have 1 stadium in my tableau, but any of the other cards, colored cards, I can have as many as I want. in my
So
tableau.
normally there's 6 cards available in a stack. I just put 2 of each of the purples out because there's no point in there being more, because I can have one, she can have one. That's it.
And so that's it. Okay, did I roll?
Yeah, you
I did.
the
I got a
convenience
4.
Store.
I'm buying. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I got distracted. So I could get a cafe, which get 1 coin from the player who rolled the dice. So if he were to ever roll a 3, he would have to give me a coin. And that might be what I do, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. He has been rolling a lot of 3s. He's been getting a lot from that bakery. And how that works, if you roll the red card, if I have that red card and he rolls a 3, it triggers that he would have to pay me first, and then he gets to collect from his tableau. So if he has no coins, I don't get any money from it, and then he would collect from his tableau. So the reds trigger first, and then the greens and blues. So I am just going to go ahead and get another ranch.
One.
Hooray!
I get a coin from the bank, and so do you. That gives me 2 money. I'm gonna go bakery heavy. Let's just
Wow.
now 4 bakeries.
He doesn't bake. He's never baked anything.
That's not true.
What have you baked?
Cookies.
Cookies. Not on my watch, you haven't. All right, I got a 4 again. So I got another convenience store. I get 3 more coins. I have 8 coins now. So I'm getting really close to be able to flip my shopping mall. I might go ahead and do my 4 just to get started and turn my train station over. So now I can roll 1 or 2 dice when it's my turn. I get to choose. Take that.
2.
Hooray!
1, 2, 3. I get 4 money.
I get 2 money.
So that puts me up to 5 money here. Let's just be gross and keep buying a forest that never gets rolled.
All right, I got a 1. So I get 1 coin.
And I get 1 coin.
Well, why do you get 1 coin?
Because it's blue.
I need the 1 coins to be closer. I have 7 coins now. So I can, since I can roll 2 dice, I can start expanding out to the higher cards. Now, I love the cheese factory. It's 3 coins from the bank for each cow establishment you have. So I have 2 ranches, so I would get 6 coins if I were to roll a 7. So that might be something to go ahead and start building on. So I will buy that one for 5. Slide down my tableau just a little bit. Yep. All right.
5.
5.
I get
I get
3
a coin.
coins. All right, that gives me 6. I'm going to spend all 6 for the stadium. So if I roll a 6, I'll take 2 coins from you.
All right, give me a coin. No, I'm going to roll 2. I'm going to roll 2. Oof. 10, so nothing.
Nothing
So,
for me.
Nothing at all. Oh, but I have 3 coins, so I can buy something. And that something is going to be, I could get the fruit and veg market get 2 coins from the bank for each wheat establishment, which I have 1 of. So it doesn't make sense to get that. The apple orchard, get 3 coins from the bank on anyone's turn, which is nice to have if someone rolls a 10. But again, I'm the only one that can roll 2 dice right now, so it doesn't make sense. I can get the family restaurant, get 2 coins from the player who rolled the dice. Again, he can't roll 2. But then the mine is pretty cool. For anyone who rolls a 9, I get 5 coins from the bank. So with him not rolling 2 dice, it doesn't make sense for me to get the blue ones just yet. I think I will get a forest.
Yeah, I'm still rolling 1. I rolled a 1, so I get 1 coin.
I got a coin as well.
I don't think I want anything for 1 coin. You want to roll 1 or 2?
I'm rolling 2. 6.
6.
Nothing. Nothing, nothing,
You
nothing.
want to buy something for a
For my
$1?
1. I'm going to get a ranch because it benefits me to get cows.
1. Great. I get 1 coin again. I want to buy something for 2. I don't think I do. You want to roll 1 or 2 dice?
I'm going to stick with 2. 5.
5.
All right, so I get 2 coins.
I get 3.
And you get 3. So I have 3 coins. I think I'm going to get that last forest.
Wow. It's a jerk move.
It's not a jerk move.
I'm buying forests here.
It's a smart business acquisition.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Money, please.
Give me a 1.
All right. I am going to...
You're in the money.
I am in the money. I want to spend 4 to flip my train station so I can roll 2 dice.
Dun. Now I can start getting up higher. So 5 for me. So I get 3 coins.
I get 3 coins.
Jeez. Can't have nothing. So now I can start looking at these. So I'm going to get an apple orchard.
Right. I am going to still just roll 1.
Jerk.
Well, I don't have anything higher than a 6.
So I do.
It's a 2.
That doesn't count. That was half on the...
You like that better? You get 1 coin.
No, I liked the 2 better. I got more money.
I am going to spend 3 furniture factory so I can... Now I have something that's greater than 6.
5. I get 3 money.
And I get 3 money.
I don't care about your money. Oh, I can buy.
You can buy.
For heaven's sakes. Okay. I am... gonna get another ranch. Is it time?
I don't know that it is yet. I'm just going to roll 1 because I only got 1 card. 5.
5.
I get 3.
I get 3.
I'm going to spend 3, 4, 5, 6 for mine.
Knew it. I knew it.
Mine.
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 I am going to roll 1. 4. So I get 3. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a mine. Boom. Take that.
I don't think I like that.
Well, I did it.
Okay, I'm going to roll 2. I don't know if the math is right now, but we'll give it a try. I rolled a 4. That's where I got an opening.
Oh, no.
I'm going to spend 6 for mine.
Yeah, it's my mine. It's my mine.
Mine.
It's my mine. 4. So I get 3.
I get nothing.
I have 6 here. I'm going to get another convenience store.
Okay. 9.
9.
I get 10 coins.
Jerk. I get 5.
I get 10 coins. I have 10 coins.
What are you going to do with it?
I am going to
What are you going to do with it?
spend 6 of it, so I get 4 back. I'm getting another mine.
Another mine? But those are my mines.
Mine paid off well.
3. So I get 1, 2 coins. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I am actually going to spend 10 and flip my shopping mall over. So now each of my teacups, which I don't have any.
Those are the red.
Or my bread establishments, which I have 4 of, earn me an extra coin. So
nice.
That will bring in some money.
2.
2?
Well, at least 2 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 money.
I get 4 money. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
I'm going to spend 6 again for mine.
Oh, you're a jerk.
Yeah, I want to make sure I had a majority of the 9s. 4.
Another 4. Whoa, I got me another convenience store. So that's 6 money for me.
Plus.
So that's 8 money for me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'll be honest, I always forget about this. He always has to remind me. I'm very thankful that I'm married to an honest person. Okay. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see. What do I want to say? I need 16 to flip my amusement park. But I'm going to spend 6 to get that mine before he steals it again.
I think this might be the first time that we have a similar strategy. We cleared out the 5s and the 9s.
Well, that's because you showed you were trying to steal them all, so I had to take them.
5.
3.
So I get 3, and you get 3.
There you go.
I have $5. I'm going to get the furniture factory.
My furniture factory.
It hasn't paid off yet.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
But if I can hit it.
5.
3 and 3.
3 money for you. 3 money for me. And I have 13 money. I think I will go with another apple orchard.
$8.
I don't have an 8.
Furniture factory.
Oh.
Get 3 coins from the bank for each gear establishment that you own. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those.
That's 21.
So that's 21 times 2, $42.
That's not 21 times 2.
I got 2 furniture factories. So 40, 42, please.
I think I'm losing.
I am going to spend 22 to flip my radio tower. So once every turn, I can choose to re-roll my dice. So we'll just throw that over there, and you can go.
He needs 1 coin to have enough to flip his last 2, which is annoying. It's annoying. 5.
I get 3.
Shut up, I don't care. I'm just, 13. I'm going to get the family restaurant. I'm running out of space. Oh, for heaven's
5.
sakes.
So yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. I can choose to re-roll, but I'll take it. Because I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I give you 26,
I'll
give me
keep the
10
change.
Give me 10 back.
No, I'll keep the change.
And I'll flip my
It's a
amusement park.
handler's fee.
All right, so now you're in trouble because I need 10 to win, and I have 15.
8. I'm not happy at all. Let's see. I'm going to get a stadium. And we'll just see what happens.
Alright, something has to go horribly wrong here. 8, so that's...
Nothing went horribly wrong. He got $1 million.
40, 42, and I'll spend 10 to flip the shopping mall. And I flipped all 4, so I win. And have a bunch of money.
He won.
And so that is a game of the base game of Machi Koro.
I don't like losing.
So
I started out strong.
yes, you did.
I had the ranches.
Well, you were building, taking my forests and my mines.
Well, I needed more cheesecake factories, and then I needed 7s to come in. And
7 is supposed to be the most commonly rolled number.
not in this game.
Didn't roll it once. Yeah, it's
It's very frustrating. But that's Machi Koro.
all right. So, what are your thoughts?
I like this game. So the first time he brought this to the table was a few years ago. And our oldest son likes to play it. And the first time I played it, I didn't care. So I was, I guess, ambivalent to it. I just didn't have any interest in it. And, but I played it, but my heart wasn't in it. And then he brought it to the table a couple weeks ago, played it again, and I was like, okay, this is a nice little quick game that you can play. And then the expansion will make a few differences. Instead of you having the pile of cards in front of you and a set number of each cards, you actually have a stack of cards, and they come out randomly. So you only have your choice of what's out on the board to buy. And so if you don't want anything, or if you don't have enough money for anything, you don't get anything. But then I think there's 7. Are there 7 stations you have to turn over?
But there's one that's always up, and that's the one that gives you a coin if you have no money.
Yep. So
after you roll.
If you're going to buy and you have no money, you automatically get a coin. So you always have the option to buy at least a 1 coin cost if there's one out there. So that takes a little bit longer because you have to go up to, like, I think 30 or something like that is the one.
The airport.
The airport. So that's the one construction that is the highest. So it takes a little bit longer. And I remember the first time playing this, the first time I played it was with the expansion.
Probably.
And I remember thinking this game takes forever. And since I didn't have my heart into it, it was boring for me. But now I don't mind it. The base game is a quick little game you can play if you're not wanting to bring a heavy game to the table. So it's all right.
Yeah, I find the base game where you have everything available for purchase, kind of like Dominion, the original deck building game, has a market of everything available, and it allows you to look at the market and pick a strategy from the start, where, like, mine was forests and mines and the furniture factory, the 2 cards that have gears on it, and the 1 card that gives you a lot of money if you have a lot of gears. And so that was kind of my strategy from the beginning. And so anything lower than 5, I really didn't want to put my money into, except for these bakeries, to try and get the money to then buy these up here and flip over my rolling 2 die. That was my strategy. And so it's a totally different beast when you have all the cards shuffled together along with the new ones from the expansion, and then you deal out 10 unique cards.
Yeah, it makes your strategy a bit difficult.
And so you can kind of plan with what's showing there, but a lot of those cards out there are just a pile of 1. So if somebody buys it, it gets filled up with the top card of the deck, and you don't know exactly what it's going to be. You're leaning back, and I'm putting you in shadow. And so
I'll lean forward.
It's a totally different game in that case, where instead of planning and trying to build your engine, you're being more strategic with what's coming out and picking what's best from what's available and trying to make an engine. I will say that I think in a 2-player game, it might be better if there wasn't a stack of 6 cards, just like in the multiplayer game, because I've got 4 mines and 3 forests to go with my furniture factory, and if I wasn't winning, I could just keep buying more furniture factories and just be ridiculous if an 8's rolled, kind of thing.
Like you were.
And so it's a lot harder in a 2-player game to shut somebody out. She bought 3 forests and 2 mines, and I was still able to get enough to get $42 when I rolled an 8.
Twice.
And there's only 2 red cards that let you steal on another player's turn, and it's on a 3 for 1 coin and on a 9 or 10 for 2 coins.
And it was just too late by the time I was able to get those. And I mean, it's not taking enough coins that would make a difference if you're getting 42 each time you roll an 8.
Yeah, and it's not. 8 was my big money number, and she could not buy something that would then punish me for rolling an 8. If she took the business center or the TV station, maybe. The business center lets you trade one of your non-purple cards with another player, and so you have to roll a 6 for that to work. But then she could be like, I'm going to give you my 1 wheat field, which is useless now that we're rolling 2 dice, and I'm going to take your furniture factory. And that cuts my productions on 8 in half. And then if she rolled another 6, she could like give me a ranch and take my other furniture factory. And so that's a possibility. But in order for that to work, she's got to roll a 6 on her turn. And she had the stadium, I had the stadium, and neither of us rolled a 6,
right,
whether we were rolling 1 dice or 2. And so it almost seems like you need to restrict these cards a little bit to rein in.
On 2-player only, you mean?
Yeah, depending on the number of players. Now, if you're playing a 4-player game of this, there's 6 cards here.
For the most part, it'll be balanced out.
There's only 6 cards with 4 players. Some people might be able to get 2. If people are ignoring you and you're just buying forests and mines and furniture factories and they're letting you do it, well then they deserve.
Shame on them. They deserve to lose.
They deserve what they get. She saw what I was doing and was buying up the same stuff, but it wasn't enough to actually stop me.
Yeah.
And so there's the potential of the runaway leader, kind of like what was going on here. Once I hit my 8s once, I had enough money to flip over all 3 of my last ones without having to get any more money. And so it's when you get a really strong number like that, if that person just keeps hitting that number, they're just going to end up with a pile of money, and there's nothing you can do.
Right.
At that point, I had the $42. I flipped this over. I was just a couple of dollars short of flipping over the next 2. So it's kind of like, okay, you've got 2 turns to try to flip over your 3.
And at that point, the game's over, but at least the beginning part of it was pretty balanced, I think, between the 2 of us, that I didn't feel discouraged or feel like it was a long shot. So it wasn't until he hit that 8 the first time that I pretty much knew it was over. And then, of course, when he hit it the second time, I mean, there's no choice, no chance for me at all. And I still needed I needed 28 coins to flip over my other 2. So there was no chance for me to get that.
Yeah, so with the expansion, it's kind of hard to to come up with a plan like this. But they'll scratch different itches that way. Like there's also the possibility of not bothering to flip the train station early. That lets you roll 2 dice and just roll 1 dice the whole time. And so all you care about are numbers 1 through 6. And so
you may not be getting a lot of money every round, but you're getting a consistent pile going.
And so that might then cause some people to maybe buy the cafe, because if you're rolling 1 die, every side it's a 1 in 6 chance. It's an equal opportunity that I'm going to roll a 3 or a 4 or a 5 or 6. It's the same odds, where with 2 dice the odds change to where 7 is the most commonly, and it's kind of like a bell curve from there, with 11 and 12s and 2s being the least rolled. But so you've also got that strategy of, all right, I'm not going to bother doing 2 dice at all. I'll just roll 1 and hopefully make enough money to flip these over.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And so that way,
unless you have an 8 in all the gears.
So that's what I was going for. I was looking at that bell curve of 7 down, and so I was like, okay, 7, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9. It's like I'm gonna buy in that little area right there. And the only reason I didn't get a 7 is because the cheese factory cared about the cow,
the ranches.
and I don't have any cow icons. The ranch is what gives you that. And so I didn't bother with the 7, but I stayed close to 7. How would you rate the game? Would it change with the expansion?
No, I don't think so. I think it just depends on if you want a longer version of the game or a quicker version of it. That's really, to me, the only difference. I mean, it takes away the set purchase power and gives you the randomness of the stack, but it's just one takes a little bit longer than the other. Other than that, they're pretty similar. So no, I don't think the expansion changes my scoring or opinion of the game.
How would you score it?
Okay, so 1 to 7.
1 to 7 is 1 to 7 is
okay.
The mechanics of the game, how well designed it is, if there's any obvious flaws in the game.
So on this, I would probably give it a 7 for what it is. The cards are self-explanatory. The coins, I mean, even it just being cardboard coins, it's perfect. I mean, there's no need for metal coins for a game like this. Again, the cards explain exactly what they are. There's nothing, I think, that would change this game for the better as far as mechanics.
Okay. And then...
well, what do you think?
I would probably say a 7 as well. I would, if I worked in half values, it'd probably be a 6.5 instead, because...
But we don't work in half values.
There is that runaway leader possibility where you're just getting so much money that you just can't be stopped, and everyone else is just rolling poorly. Maybe if there were some other cards out here that could punish other people. I know that the expansion has some purples that are like that, where you would like take half the money from somebody, and so if someone's got 42, then you're like, give me 21, and all of a sudden there's like a huge swing in the other direction, and I might not be able to buy my 30.
And then you've upset people at the table and started fights, and tables get flipped, and a lot can happen.
And so, the expansion gives you some of that, but then it also adds in the randomness of, is that card ever going to show up for you to buy? So, it's got the issue of the runaway leader, but there's not a whole lot they could do about it except for maybe adding more out here. I don't know. I'm sure they play tested it and found that having the market just too full of stuff was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say 6.5. So we'll make it a 7 just because of the lightness of the game. It's not that big of a deal. If you do have a terrible roll, then 20 minutes you're out of your misery and you can try again. So then the fun factor.
Our dog has decided it's dinner time, and she's barking. The fun factor. Maybe a 1. I'm not going to suggest the game. I'm not saying why aren't we playing it. I will play it if there's someone new to the gaming world and we want to bring something light and fairly simple to pick up. And so I think that's something that's worth giving it a 1 on. I have no problem with the game. It's quick and easy, but it's not something that's really gonna challenge you, and so it's not it's not my forte.
That makes a total of an 8.
8.
Yeah, so mine is similar, but I'm actually going to go with the 0. It's not it's not a game that I ever really want to play. Like she said, our son likes it, and he'll bring it up sometimes and be like, "Hey, can we play this?" And every time he does, it's in my head. It's like, "Can we play anything else, please?" But that doesn't mean that it still doesn't have a place. So my total would be a 7, and I guess we can come down to the, do we keep it or get rid of it?
I say for now we keep it, just because again, if there's a new person to the gaming world, this is something fairly quick to grasp that we can bring and introduce them to it, give a little bit of challenge to them. So it's a good introductory game, I think. So I wouldn't mind keeping it in the collection until we find something that might take its place. So is this something I want to keep? No, I would be fine with it leaving the collection, but I think with it being something that even younger kids can play. If you can read and count, then you can pretty much play. You may not have the same strategic mind to play it, but I think that it would be something for us to keep until a good replacement would come along.
Yeah, and I agree. That's why I jumped ahead to the do we keep it, because that kind of goes in with my thought of the game. This, while it's one that I would not choose to play, like she said, this actually feels like a Philip Walker Harding game. He's a designer that did Barron Park, Summer Camp. He takes existing game mechanics that are in the heavier Euro type games and makes a kid's version of it. This feels very much like a kid's version. The art also makes it cutesy, kind of kid-like. And I think that there's good game theory in this game that is a good introduction for kids, like teaching them the odds of dice rolls, that when you roll one die you have an equal chance of rolling any one of these numbers, but when you add the 2 dice, all of a sudden you have all these different combinations, and 7 comes up as the most commonly rolled number. And
not this game.
Not this game, but there's still that random element, which is good for kids to learn too. And so they can try out different strategies of getting a card to cover every number. So regardless of what you roll, you get something, or piling it all in one number and just hoping that you win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we didn't have the opportunity to play with all kinds of different people and all kinds of different levels, I would be willing to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because it's not something that challenges me when I sit down to play. But I could totally see, with the right group of people, hey, let's introduce you to this game, and then this could be a good jumping off point to something else. So
Yep.
even though it's a zero X factor for me, not one that I would ever want to play, I would still play it if somebody asked, but in my head I'd be dreading it. It's still staying in the collection, at least for a little while, and yeah.
I have a game like that I never want to play.
Interesting. We'll see if we get to that.
Well, we'll get to it. And it's not going to be a fun video for me, but we'll get to it.
All right. Well, if you are interested in learning what her Machi Koro is, then hit subscribe and the notification bell so you get notifications of when a new video comes out. And even if you're not curious about what her Machi Koro game is, then still want to hit it to see how we feel about other games.
Yeah.
Because we're playing through all of our collection and deciding which ones to keep, which ones to call, and
we've got one more to go through to fix our mechanical issues.
Yeah, if you saw the video I released last week, then you know that we did a couple videos and we had mic issues and didn't come up with any sound at all. And so rather than put that out for the lip readers, we figured we would do it again. So this was the first of those. So
we hope to get another one out to you within the next week at the latest. Hopefully sooner.
Try our best to hit a video a week, maybe more if things work out great. But yeah. So
come along with us.
What do you think of Machi Koro? Is it one you guys are interested in? Is it one that hits the table for you guys on a regular basis?
If you know of a good replacement game that could go on the shelf and let us happily get rid of this one, let us know. We'll try it and see if it's a good swap.
That sounds like a great idea. All right.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bum.